And today's class we are going to discuss what is automation. Okay, so what is automation? What are the different methods involved in the automation? We can discuss in this today's class. Okay, so now you can see see the presentation. The automation means it is one of the spray method. So where in which the molten metal are broken into small droplets by giving an high jet of or high speed of fluids. That may be a gas or a liquid, a gas or a water, or it may be liquid, or it may be vacuum. It will be given a high speed fluids are get sprayed over the molten metal, and it is allowed to solidify in order to get the powder form. Okay, so this just if I say best thing means for automation of the powder, what are the red dot condition of the sticks are made are by putting water, we are get converting them into ashes, buri. Okay, so the ashes are get produced by sprinkling of the water over that red dot condition sticks, okay, burned sticks. Okay, then it is allowed for solidified. Then that it will be get converted into ash form. Okay, that we can call it in a simple way, just the concept. Okay, so here in this we are going to give the spraying method over the hot molten metal. Okay, then it is broken into small droplets of the liquid. Then it will be allowed and it will be coming in the form of the powder. Okay, so that is we are going to call it as automation of powder. Now this automation of powder are of three methods. Automation can be carried out in three methods. One is gas automation, the another one is water automation, then vacuum automation. These are the three methods. What are the concept? It will be same, but only the gas, water, and vacuum it will be used as a medium for conversion of the molten metal into powder form. Okay, so now let us see what is these three methods. So it will be get carried out. Okay, see here now. These are the three methods. One is water automation, gas automation, and vacuum automation. So in the first figure you can see here. Okay, so we have a molten metal. Then we have a water jets. Okay, jet of water it will be coming and it will be impinged on that. Then also water will be collected. Then metal powder will collected on the below tray. And this is the collection chamber. Okay, so am I audible right to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now just I will do one thing in the first method, water automation method. Just I will take a ladle and I will pour the hot molten metal into this chamber. Okay, I will pour the into this molten metal will be get poured from the ladle, that may be of any material. Okay, so and it will be poured into this chamber. Then once if it is poured into this chamber, then it is allowed to go to the collection chamber. As the collection chamber, when the molten metal is coming into the collection chamber, from both the ends, okay, water jets it will be get, or it will be with some velocity and force, it will be get impinged on this molten metals. When it is get impinged on this molten metals, sir, what all the molten metal form? So due to the application of the water over here, it will be get converted into powder form. Okay, it will be get converted into powder form, and water will be get separated by using a collection chamber. There means There is a water collector. It will be present over here. Okay, only the fine sized powders it will be get collected at the bottom of the collection chamber. Then it will be allowed for the salt fine. Then we are going to get the fine sized powders. It will be obtained from the this water atomization process. Okay. So the one thing, just we are going to pass the hot molten metal form. I can call metal molten metal. So due to that some force and also velocity and quenching it will be taken place when we are sprinkling or spraying of the water over the particles. Okay, from this we are going to get. So good morning, sir.
Sir, good morning. Good morning, sir. Please continue.
So we are going to get the what all the form which will be in the molten metal form due to the spraying of the water at high velocity. So then it will be get converted into powder form. Then it will be collected in the collection chamber. Okay, you can see there is a collection chamber in the figure. Then this metal powder it will be allowed for the salt fine. Then it will be used for the further process of application. The same thing if you go for the gas atomization. So it is here is the second method for the atomization. So we can consider gas atomization. The concept and also method it will be same, but instead of passing the water jet from the ends of the collection chamber, we are going to pass the gases. Okay, here the material it will be what are the molten metal will be, the ladle will be there. From the ladder we are going to pour the molten metal into that chamber. Then it will be allowed to pass into the collection chamber. So as soon as it is coming into the collection chamber, then from the both ends we are going to pass the gases. So we are going to collect the gases that may be of air or nitrogen or helium, argon. So we are going to collect the things. So these things it should be carried out in the closed chamber only, because there may be a chances of chemical reaction from the other external environmental gases. It may lead to the impurities or the defects it will be get carried out. So in order to avoid that one, so we are going to carry this process in a closed chamber itself. Okay, so now here as soon as the molten metal comes from the upper tank, okay, then it will be we are going to pass the gases. So we can consider here we are going to pass over here. So when we are going to pass the air, so then it will be allowed for the as when as spraying it will be taken place. So it will be undergo solidification. Then this hot molten metal it will be get converted into metal powder form. So this is the second method. Then the third method, vacuum atomization, is also the same thing. So but it is an updation of the same what are the gas atomization. So we are going to consider the gas particles itself. Okay, so then from that we are going to do the same process of conversion of the molten metal into powder form. So the hot molten metal is superheated with the gases under some pressure. Okay, so in this what are the third method. So hot molten metal it will be super saturated with the gases under pressure. Okay, when suddenly it will be exposed to vacuum. Then the gases from the metal solution it will be get expanded and causing the atomization of the process will be get carried out, then we are going to get an high purity powder from this vacuum atomization process. Okay, so in this we are going to use hydrogen as one of the gas which will be used for the vacuum atomization process. So overall in these three methods, the concept is we are going to consider the hot molten metal form, molten metal. Then we are going to some other methods. We are going to convert that into powder form by using of water or by using of a gas or by using of a vacuum. So all those three methods, the main agenda is to get convert that into a powder form, what was the molten metal we are taking at the tank level. So then this, what all the powders it will be obtained, it will be used for the further process of any type of the applications. We can be use these powders which will be obtained from the powder metallurgy. Okay, so this is the thing related to atomization and also the three methods of the atomization, that is water, gas and also vacuum. So next one is there any doubt here? Is there any doubt? Okay. So Viresh, mute. Okay, so now we can go for the next one. Characteristics of metal powders. So what are the powders we obtained from the atomization process? So what are the characteristics of that metal powder? We need to check. So here we have given the main characteristics of the metal powder, that includes mainly particle size distribution, particle shape, the surface condition, and what will be the structure of the powder. So there is we can see all these things, what are the different shapes and also what are the different size distributions and what are the structure of the powders and all, which will be going in the next coming topics. So these are the some of the important characteristics of the metal powders. So first one is particle size, okay, particle shape and also surface condition and structure of the powder. So next, some other properties like such as reactivity, flowability, compressibility, and porosity and hardenability. These are the which will be increase the particle size to get smaller. Okay, whereas if the particle size if it is going small, we are going to get in the smaller size. Then also the properties like it will be also some properties it will be get improved. Okay, so it will be showing what are the properties like reactivity, flowability, compressibility, porosity. Okay, all those will be, it will be improving the particle size to get the smaller. Once if we are going to get the smaller, we are going to get much more properties with respect to the product what will be developed from the powder metallurgy. Then next one is direct impact on the quality of the finished product. Okay, what are the things where if you are satisfying all those things, above things with respect to shape and size as well as the structure, so we are going to get the product also of same kind with good finished product. Okay, so that is the third point, direct impact on the quality of the finished product. Next one is simple and easy filling a die. So when we need to fill the dies, so we are seen in the previous polymer we are discussing casting. So we are going to use the pallets or we are going to use the use type of the granules and all. So then it will be get passed on to the dies. From the dies we are going to get convert into some other form and we are going to collect. But here it is easy and simple for filling of the dies as it is of the powder form. As it is of the powder form, so it will be very easy. Okay, so then passing of the molten metal, passing of those powders into the dies. Okay, you have seen in that what is that metal injection molding. So one tray will be there. So into the tray we are going to pass the granules. Then we need a screw for the rotation or the melting of that. Then after melting, then it will be get converted into molten form. Then after that molten, it will be get injected into the dice. Then the dice it will be allowed for the solidification in order to get the component. Process in the will be carried in separate methods. Then finally you are going to get the powder. Then that powder which will be having of a similar sizes or fine size. Okay, like this according to our required product, we will be getting the grains there. We will be getting the particle sizes. Okay, so those particle sizes are very easy to fill into the dice. Next, wide distribution permit wide between the larger particles and it will be filled with the smaller particles. So what with respect to, so as I said, it will be these things, the characteristics of the metal powder. It will be playing an important role with respect to particle shape and the particle size. Okay, particle size and the particle size it will be playing. So based on that, what all the flowability, what all the structure, what all the finish, okay, with respect to that, all it will be get obtained by using a proper method. Okay, for along with that, the proper method also should be present. So we are going to get from that. So next one is environmental contaminations. Okay, so choking and environmental contaminations also can be avoided from this taking in the powder form. Okay, so what are the defects, porosities, all those things will be get avoided. Defects which will be obtaining in the manufacturing process. So that can all those things it will be get avoided by using the process. So now that is the thing. Next, balancing the properties require dynamic process control. So with respect to forces, okay, with respect to forces, these things it will be powder things it will be applying a balancing action. It will be taken. Okay, with respect to force and motion. Okay, control will be over while we are going to consider this type of the also are the one of the characteristics of the metal powders. So these are the things which is related to atomization process and also the characteristics. The first one is particle size, particle shape, surface contamination conditions, and also structure of the powder, and also reactivity, some other bulk properties like reactivity, flowability, compressibility, porosity. Okay, so hardenability, or that will be improves the particle size to get smaller. Okay, so these are the things related to the characteristics of the metal powder. So next one is